So we are going to start in just in a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. Cross-legged, Sukhasana, easy pose, or you can bring the knees together, sit on the knees for Virasana. But I thought we would just begin this morning by checking in with breath. And I really do want the focus of our class today to be breath, even though we're going to roll through some challenging, dynamic, maybe complicated movement. Breath is what it is all about. And as we breathe deeply here this morning on our mats, let's make a commitment to consciously and intentionally breathe deeply for all those who are having trouble breathing right now. Be it from COVID, the pandemic, be it because of systemic racism, be it because of our own anxiety. Whatever it is, all of the above, none of the above, something different. Let's consciously take full breaths on behalf of those who feel like they can't. And so we're going to begin with a little breath exercise here. And let's just settle in by taking a deep, full breath in through the nose. And then big open mouth sigh out. 2 more just like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth sigh out, let go. 1 more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, full exhale. And then seal your lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. And we'll continue with our deep, full breaths. So nostril breathing. This time, take a regular breath in, just prepare. And then as you breathe out, keep going all the way until you just cannot push out any more exhale air. And then without pausing, breathe in through the nose, same thing. Follow that inhale all the way up to the top until you can't breathe in anymore. Without a pause, we breathe out again and continue. So follow your own pace of breath. The fullest possible exhale breath, followed by the fullest possible inhale breath. Trying to make the breath fluid, so very little pause at the top or the bottom, but intentionally stretching and expanding the capacity of the lungs, utilizing the full capacity of the lungs and then some. Deep breath in through the nose. And then an equally long exhale breath. This is very active breathing. Keep pushing breath out until there's no more breath to push out. And then breathe in until you're full up all the way. And we'll take 3 more cycles just like this. And then at the top of your next inhale breath, just relax. Just relax. Breathe in and out through your nose at your usual pace. And take a moment to sense what you feel like now. Easy breathing, easy nostril breath. What do things feel like right now? And so for our practice this morning, we want to find this midpoint between the intense, full, really pushing, stretching, reflexive breathing. And on the other hand, we have just a regular, not very aware of it, just easy breath. Try to find the midpoint between the two where we're within the comfort zone, but we're extending our breath a little bit longer, a little bit fuller than we normally do Taking a little more time to breathe out, clear out the old, and making space to bring in fresh, to bring in new. And again, with intention today, we bring the hands to the heart if you'd like to. We seal in that commitment that we're intentionally breathing this morning for anyone who needs that extra breath, for anyone who could use fuller lung capacity, fuller freedom to feel like they can easily breathe. And then with that in mind, breath and intention, breath as intention, we'll inhale, sweep the arms up, open the eyes, and then with exhale breath, reach your hands behind you. Breathe in to press your heart to the sky. Take the shoulders down and back. Stay here for an exhale. And then inhale, sweep the arms up again. Interlace fingers. Breath out. Bring the hands forward. And then really press the knuckles and the back of the heart away from one another. And then inhale, reach the arms up again. Repeat. Exhale, breath. Hands behind you. Inhale, puff up the heart, take the shoulders back, stay for breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace hands. Exhale, knuckles, the back of the heart, reach in opposite directions. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind you. Breathe in, press the heart forward, skyward. Stay for breath out, heart opening. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace. Breath out, knuckles forward, heart back, hollow out the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind you. This is last one. Breath in, open the heart, stay for breath out, go bigger. Inhale, reach the hands up, interlace the knuckles. Exhale, knuckles forward, back of the heart back. Inhale, reach up. Breathe in, and then exhale, plant the hands, come to an all fours. So come to all fours, and then we'll follow breath still as we move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So heart focus today. Inhale, heart open, shoulders down and back, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, round into the spine. Again, back of the heart away from the hands. Press the hands. And then move back and forth, following your breath. Maybe today there's not a big focus on tailbone to the sky or tailbone towards earth, and the focus is in the upper back, the chest, the shoulder area. We might want to get into the shoulders a little bit, but we're moving with breath. We're moving with that full breath that's still comfortable, but intentionally extending our capacity a little bit. Breathing a little more deeply than we normally would because we're aware of the breath. In and out through the nose the whole time if possible, whether that's Ujjayi breath or just easy nostril breathing, full nostril breathing. We'll take one more inhale, cow pose, tuck your toes under, and then exhale your way back to downward facing dog. And we can take some time here to pedal things out. Deep bend for the right knee. Deep bend for the left. Take a little shift back and forth with the hips perhaps. But eventually settle into a neutral down dog, where the attention is on lengthening the spine. So the knees might be soft and bent still. Heels could be lifted. Really press actively the fingertips and the tailbone away from one another. With inhale breath, shift forward, high plank. Hands and feet might stay where they are or just wiggle back the feet a little bit. Find a strong, solid high plank. Notice how our weight is loaded into the hands. We'll try to keep weight in the hands as we baby step, tippy toe, knees can bend if they need to, feet to the top, ragdoll. So with feet, hips with distance, just let yourself hang, release the hands, you can grab opposite elbows. Shake or nod. Let the neck go real long. And intentionally let the shoulders drop down towards the ears. And then what's the breath like now as we're hanging upside down? Belly might be compressed. Still aware of deep full breaths in and out through the nose. No rushing here, right? No rushing, especially with breath. You're at home, you move at your own pace. There's no such thing as falling behind today or ever in a yoga class. And then with inhale breath, we'll come up for a half lift, roll the shoulders down and back. Really feel as though you're widening across the collarbone, opening the heart here as you lengthen tailbone and the crown of the head away from one another. Exhale, breath forward, fold again. With inhale, root through the feet, rise up, mountain pose. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. A little pause here. Feel the lift of the heart up towards the thumbs. Shoulders down and back. Close the eyes if you'd like to. And then after that early bit of movement, checking in with intention again. I'm intentionally breathing, sending the breath, visualizing perhaps breath as a gift to all those who could use deeper, fuller breath. And then with inhale, we'll sweep arms up, open the eyes. Exhale, breath, knees soft, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, open the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a high plank hold. Strong high plank hold. Really press again. The hands a little bit away from the back of the heart. Back of the heart, away from the hands. We'll breathe in. And then take knees to the mat. Hug the elbows in with an open chest. Lower all the way down. Bring your right arm only out to a T, the right cheek down. And then press onto the right side body, and we can put the left foot behind the right knee. So we're slow, gently opening into this right shoulder stretch. Right leg active and long. We'll press back, roll back to center, switch. So right hand underneath you, left arm out to a T, left cheek down, and then roll onto the left side body. And put the right foot behind the left knee. And we can point the left toes, hold the left leg active. Aware of opening in the left chest, left shoulder. Breathing. We'll roll back to center, chin centered, hands under shoulders, legs active and long. And then inhale, low cobra lift, Bhujangasana. Point the toes, press the tops of the feet down into the mat. The back of the neck is still long. Breathe in. Exhale, forehead down, tuck toes. Downward facing dog, however you want to get back there. And we'll breathe it out in downward facing dog. This time with an inhale breath. Right heel goes long to the sky, and then with an exhale, bring the right foot between the hands, the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, back toes tucked or untucked. And we lift up, lengthening through the fingers, the arms, the whole spine. Pressing down, down, down through the right foot, even if you're letting the hips melt forward, downward. Lift belly up and in with every inhale breath. And then with exhale, shift the hips back equally to an Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. So it's okay if that right leg doesn't go all the way straight. Fingers can just tent to the earth. And we breathe into an awareness of creating space in the back of the right leg, right thigh. With inhale breath, shift back to the top of the mat, onto right knee, tuck left toes, lift left knee. Exhale, breath. Left foot steps up, forward fold. Inhale, breath. Half lift. Heart is open, shoulders back. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, rest. Mountain pose. Arms reach up, belly up and in. Exhale, hands to the heart. With breath in, we reach up again. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, heart open. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank, hold, 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 strengthen, lengthen from the heels all the way out to the top of the head. Knees down if you'd like to, or this time, hug elbows in, slowly lower all the way down to the belly again. Point the toes, tent fingertips way off the edges of the mat, elbows to the sky. And then inhale, lift the hearts, legs long. With exhale, forehead comes down. 2 more times. Inhale, breath, heart lifts. Little press in the hands. Exhale, lower forehead down. Inhale, breath, heart lifts. Exhale, lower down. Hands under shoulders, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Breathing fully in and out through the nose here, letting the eyes look back to the space between your 2 big toes. And then inhale, breath, left leg goes long to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps through between the hands, right knee comes down. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Active in the fingers, right? That translates into long in the arms, and that translates into long in the spine. We're pressing down, down, down through the earth to get that opposing energy up and back. Breathe in here, and then exhale, take the hips back equally. Hands to the earth, outside the hips. Long left leg. Breathe into the long left leg. Still a sense of crown of the head forward, tailbone reaching back. Always space there between the tail and the top of the head. And then with inhale, we come to the front, step on left foot, lift right knee, tuck right toes. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, right? Extending from tail to the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. With breath, we reach up again, belly up and in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Breath out, plant the hands, step back to a high plank hold, and then mindfully keep that plank as we lower all the way down to the belly. Tent the fingers, point the toes, inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, lower down 3 times. Inhale, lift up, maybe a little more pressure on the hands. Exhale, lower down. 1 more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, breath, lower down, hands under shoulders, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out through the nose and downward facing dog. And after that early bit of movement, if you feel as though you've lost the length of your breath, the pace of your breath, we give it time here to come back to just stretching out the breath a little bit, right? Staying in the comfort zone, but going a little fuller. Exhale breaths at least as long as the breath out. Inhale, breath. We shift into a high plank. And then this time, lift the right foot, point the right toes. Hold there, extending the right toes away from the top of the head. Hold that lift as we press back, tripod down dog, right leg lifted. Exhale, breath, right foot steps through between the hands. And then we inhale, lift up for a high lunge. So all 10 toes facing the front. We can take a nice hips width distance stance. And then we'll sink the hips a little lower as we do something to open the heart. So cactus the arms or interlace hands the shoulders back, lift the heart, melt the hips a little lower. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. The back foot plants and we drop low into warrior two lunge. So the feet could still be hips width distance apart, that's okay. Or finding an alignment with the left behind the right a little more. Release shoulders from the ears. Drop hips low. Right hip stays low, just where it is. Inhale, reverse. So we're lifting up, extending right side body, dropping right hip low, and breathing deeply. Exhale breath, side angle. Right arm will naturally land inside or outside that right thigh. Open heart still here as we take left fingertips skyward or even look up towards the left thumb. Breath in. And then exhale, left hand to earth. Left toes naturally want to shift forward. And we'll plant left hand, inhale, right arm to the sky. So twisting now to the right. Not leaning on left arm, but actively pressing from. And then we'll keep reaching this right arm up and back as we slow bring the left knee down. Option to reach here towards the base of the spine or reach all the way back to the pinky toe side of your left foot. And then draw your left heel towards the low back for a little bit of a quad stretch. Breathing deeply and then heart open, whatever variation you find yourself in. We'll leave the left hand planted. Release the foot, tuck the toes, lift left knee. And then shift all 10 toes to the right. So we're on the knife edge of left foot. And then take any side plank variation of your choice. Stacking the feet, one ahead, one behind, tree pose, lift the leg, doesn't matter. From here, playful shift to down dog or one-legged down dog. And then move through your full vinyasa, any variation of your choice. So it's high to low plank, it's an up dog or low cobra, and then it's back to downward facing dog. And every time we return to down dog, that's also your cue to return to a conscious, long breath in and out through the nose. We'll inhale, shift forward to high plank. And then pick up the left foot, point the toes. Hold here, lengthen the arms, lengthen from left toes to the top of the head. Hold the left leg lifted, tripod down dog, press it back. Exhale breath, left foot steps through. And then inhale to your high lunge. So let the shoulders shift back over the pelvis. Right knee bend is a-okay. As we melt the hips down a little bit more and then open the heart. Choosing just your favorite, feel good, stretch the shoulders, open the chest shape here. And then with inhale breath, we'll sweep the arms up. Exhale, we open to warrior two. So the right toes are aiming a little towards the top right corner of the mat. Give the hips a break as we settle low, low, low into this left knee lunge. Hold left hip low. Inhale, reverse. Extend the left side body long. Left hip low. Left arm up and back. And then exhale, side angle. Left arm towards earth, doesn't have to touch down. Right arm to the sky. Think of this width all the way across the chest between right and left fingertips. Breathe in here. Exhale, right hand to earth. The right toes will turn forward. And then plant right hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Open up into a twist. strong in the right arm, pressing from earth rather than leaning on the earth. And then we'll keep reaching left hand back, back, back as the right knee comes down. Left hand to the base of the spine, opening the heart, or left hand all the way to the right pinky toes. Pulling in, breathing into that quad stretch. Either way, it's a left shoulder down and back, heart open, full breath. And we'll release the left foot, tuck left toes, lift left knee, and then turn all 10 toes to the left. So we're on the knife edge of right foot. Step back into any side plank variation. Play with the top foot placement, could be anything. Breathe in here, lift up through left hip. And then exhale your chaturanga to down dog, high to low plank. Breath in, low cobra or up dog with thighs lifted. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. And if the breath is really working at this point, after that movement, don't fight against it. Just gently, gently nudge your way into a little bit longer, fuller breath. Focus on the breath out, right? Making space first before we can fill up with fresh new breath in. This time with inhale, we'll look to the top of the mat, lift heels, bend knees, and then either float or walk to a forward fold. Big toes touch. Inhale, half lift, open the heart. Exhale, fold, deep bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose. We'll reach the arms up to begin. And then as we sink low, low, low into the heels, reach the hips further down and back. We'll bring the hands to the heart. Get a little more width, perhaps, across the front of the chest. As we drop into the strength of the low body, trust into that strength and notice what's happening with your breath. Can we still breathe deeply in and out through the nose? Can we stay for a patient exhale? Inhale, rise up, step the feet hips width distance apart, and then interlace hands at the low back. Breathe in, open the heart, roll the shoulders down and back. Soften, bend the knees, and then exhale, forward fold. Release the head, and then maybe play with a little side to side. Knuckles to the right, knuckles to the left, let one knee bend, and then the other. As you're playing here, I'm just gonna make sure that we're still online. I hope that we are. I'm getting strange messages. And then exhale, release hands down. Breath in, lift halfway, open the heart. This time, exhale, plant the hands, floater step back through your vinyasa, all the way to downward facing dog. Breathe, check in with the breath. Check in with intention. Stay right here, present. In down dog, all we need is this one breath out. This one breath in. And then moving with a better or deeper connection to breath. So not moving necessarily faster, but moving with a slower, more mindful connection to breath. We'll take an inhale, shift to high plank, lift the right foot. Inhale, breath, tripod down dog, right leg lifted. Exhale, breath, step through. Inhale, we lift, we rise. Exhale, breath, cactus the arms, melt the hips low. Inhale, reach up, take your time. One breath out, warrior two. Inhale, breath, reverse warrior, right hip still low. Exhale, breath, side angle. Inhale, low lunge twist, left hand plants, right arm to the sky. This time, exhale, all 10 toes to the right. Melt the left hip down. Inhale, lift up through the right hip. Side plank variation. And or, especially if you're playing with this tree pose variation, plant the right foot behind your left knee. Press into right foot, open up, wild thing. Right hand to the front of your space. Big heart opener. And then we flip. Tripod down dog from here. Or take a fancier variation, move through Chaturanga Dandasana to downward facing dog. Breath. Connect to the breath. Let it be slow. Let it be patient. Take your time. With inhale, we shift into high plank. Exhale, lift, point the left toes. Inhale, tripod down dog, left leg back. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale, rise, high lunge. With breath out, melt the hips, open the heart. Inhale, reach up, belly in. Exhale, breath, warrior two, open. Inhale, reverse, left hip still low. Exhale, breath, side angle. Inhale, low lunge twist, right hand to earth, left arm to the sky. This time, turn toes to the left as we reach back, melt the right hip down. Inhale, lift through left hip, left hand. And then side plank variation. If you're playing with tree pose on the top leg, what about pressing? Left foot behind you. Push down through the left foot to lift the hips. Reach the left arm, the heart to the front of your space. Or look to the left fingertips. Tripod down dog, left leg lifted. You can plant the foot here, down dog. Or Akapada Chaturanga Dandasana. One leg as you come to high to low. Inhale up. Exhale down. Reconnect with breath. Spread the fingers wide. Root into the hands. Feel length and strength in the arms. With inhale, look ahead. Lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, either float or step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, toes are together. Exhale, fold. Deep bend knees, inhale, chair pose. And then here too, reaching the tail from the top of the head and vice versa. Neutral spine. We'll take hands to the heart to let shoulders go back. Let the chest get a little more open. Stay for a patient exhale breath. And then inhale, rise, mountain pose. Feet hips width distance apart. Interlace hands behind you. Maybe it's the awkward, the different grip this time. Roll the shoulders down and back. Knuckles from the crown, And then bend knees, forward fold. And again, we can bend to the right, to the left, knuckles side to side, or some of you can take knuckles towards the front of your space. Just breathe with it. Attention to breath, even as we're hanging upside down here. Release on breath out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crow pose as an option. Big toes come together, knees go to the back of the triceps, toes squeeze in and up, into the midline, up, up, up. Whether or not you have crow, we'll playfully shoot it back or step it back. Downward facing dog is where we will meet. Huge breath in here in down dog. Huge breath out. Inhale, shift, high plank. Mindfully squeeze elbows in. Keep the chest wide as we lower all the way down to the belly. Scoot back a little if you need to, chin centered. And then we'll sweep the arms back, palms face down. A half Shalabhasana variation. So with your feet hips width distance apart, we press strong, strong, strong into the mat. Press the tops of the feet down. Feel like you're pressing the hip bones towards earth as well. And then inhale, lift just the heart. Hands stay rooted, grounded. The back of the neck still long. Keep those active legs pressing down, down, down into the mat, and then lift the hands. Reach the fingers towards the back of the space, the pinkies towards one another. And then some of you might feel good interlacing the hands, taking the shoulders further back, reaching the knuckles to the back of the space as the heart comes forward. One more breath in here. And then we release it all, left cheek to the earth, arms by your side. Give yourself over fully to this moment of rest. Close your eyes, maybe just soften the breath, go easy with the breathing, let the body go at its own pace. Intentionally recharging here. And then with as much ease as we drop towards the mat, we easily just bring the chin back to center. Starting the same way, we press down through the tops of the feet. Imagine the hip points also pressing down. And then inhale, lift the heart, lift the hands. Maybe interlace hands, take that different awkward grip this time, shoulders back. Keep lifting the heart, option to lift the heels. Toes are pointing, knuckles are reaching back, eyes towards the earth, ahead of the top of your mat. Lengthening in the limbs, breathe in. Exhale, right cheek down, release it all. Let your whole body just feel heavy against the mat, against the earth. Drop down into her and feel how the earth is supporting you at the same time. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Right? Cueing the central nervous system that you are safe, that we can slow everything down. We'll give it one more. Full breath out. Take your time. A little extra breath out. And then chin back to center. Hands under the shoulders. Press back to child's pose. So big toes touch. Knees can go out wide. And let the forehead rest. And bring awareness to the low back. So we're purposefully letting the low back lengthen again. No need to reach tailbone to the earth. Just let it be natural. But a little space in low back. Bring the hands there if you'd like. Give the low back a little bit of love. And then we'll press down through shins to slowly rise up. Reach the hands all the way behind you. So I'm going to scoot up here. Reach the hands all the way behind you. Fingers face the top of the mat. And then again, just push the heart to the sky. Let the shoulders roll down and back. Heart opening here. If you want more, bring the heels of the hands to the earth and then press up from there. And if you want a bigger opening across the chest, into the heads of the shoulders, press the shins down, lift the hips. Press into the front of the body. Chin can stay towards the chest. Back of the neck, neutral and long. Breathe in, breathe in. And then lower the hips down. We'll reach forward, shift forward. Downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, feet hips width, hands at least shoulder width distance. Release the head, look back to the space between your two big toes. Reconnect to this breath that's the perfect midpoint, right, between a reflexive breathing exercise and then just that mindless, shallow breath. Find the midpoint, breathe in and out through the nose. Try to breathe fluidly without holding breath at the bottom or at the top. Feel into that instantaneous change of direction with breath. And then with inhale, take the right leg long to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. So we have options here. We can stay reaching right knee to the sky. We can shift back in towards our high plank. Load up weight on the left arm. And then plant right foot behind you. Flip your dog. Reach the right hand to the top of your mat. Breath in. Exhale, flip it back. Tripod down dog. Right leg extended, hip square. And then step through the right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior two this time. So we go straight to open hips, sink the right knee low. Exhale, breath, side angle, right arm towards earth. Inhale, breath, reverse, right leg goes long. So it's a reverse triangle. Left arm can still relax. Notice all this space in the right side body. Hold that space as you reach forward, downward, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, what we want is the length of the spine. So it's okay if the right hand doesn't touch down. Can we extend from the tail to the top of the head, keeping the chest open, left over right shoulder. Breathe in here. Exhale, sweep the left arm down, right toes in. Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. So you can bend from the right to the left. Release top of the head towards the earth, or it might even touch down. Just open, breathe deeply, stretch. With inhale, we'll lift halfway, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, crawl to frame the right foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, low lunge twist, right arm goes to the sky. And then exhale, right hand plants inside right leg. So listen carefully, what's coming up next? Take your right foot to the edge of the mat. Where's the right hand? We're going to put the left hand where the right hand was. And then we're going to step the left foot to the right edge of the mat as well. From here, right arm skyward again. We shift all 10 toes to the right. Find your side plank, playful variation. And then plant the right foot wide behind you. Take wild thing. Options here. If you're practiced in flipping to wheel, you can go there. Otherwise, if you just freaked out, just in, and then take the hips down. Just sit, right? So we're either in wheel pose because we flip to wheel, or we're sitting facing the back of the mat. And in that case, we can roll down onto the spine, parallel the big toes, and then take a bridge pose instead. So we interlace the fingers, we press, lift the hips. Big toes are parallel, and we're pressing down through the feet to send the knees back over the ankles, hip points to the sky, and the heart towards the chin. People in wheel, take your break, come on down whenever you need to. Heart open, and we're aware of the breath. We're opening our hearts, we're breathing deeply, intentionally here. And then we'll all slowly lengthen the spine back to the mats. Take your knees up towards the armpits and just give yourself a gentle side to side roll. Lengthen in the low back area and massage out the back side of the hips. Little half circles with the knees perhaps. Come back to center. Send both legs up towards the sky. Cross the left over the right. Bend the knees. So we're cross-legged here, right? This is Gomukhasana legs. The feet out wide, the knees stacked at the midline. We're going to keep the legs just like this. Roll on up. Don't overthink it. We've got left over right knee, and we're facing the back of the mat. Breathe in, reach up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, left hand behind you, right arm outside that left thigh. Sit up real tall. The heart is open, both shoulders reaching down and back. Aware still of this distance, this neutral alignment between tailbone and crown of the head. Let the twist happen in the heart and the chest. It's our first twist, really. So be gentle, just be tall. And then we'll counter twist towards the back of the mat, towards the right, all the way, all the way, all the way, until we unwind the legs. Plant the hands at the top of the mat. Some of you take a vinyasa if that's the energy you're feeling, or we just return to nostril breathing and downward facing dog. With inhale breath, left leg goes to the sky. Bend the knee, roll the hips open. You're welcome to stay here. We're stretching the hips. We're opening. Or we shift towards high plank onto the right hand. And then mindfully plant left foot behind you. Press down to the left foot. Flipping the dog. All 10 toes to the back. Left fingertips, the eyes to the front of your space. Breathe in. Flip back to tripod down dog. Left leg lifted. Breath out. Left foot steps through. Inhale, warrior two. We'll rise. We'll open it up. Drop low. Exhale, breath, side angle. This time, inhale, breath, reverse triangle, lift up and back, extend through the left leg. Right shoulder, right arm, just gently rest on the back thigh. Aware of this space between left toes and left hand. Space in the left side body, we hold that as we reach forward, down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Space between left and right fingertips that helps us open wide across the chest. So crown of the head is aligned with the tail, lengthening both sides of the body as we press down, down, down through the feet. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand sweeps down, left toe sweep in. Wide-legged forward fold. And then play, 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 play. Stretch, take movement, or you know what's okay is stillness. Just soften the knees, just hang. Just take that moment of stillness, right? Allow yourself to drop from doing mode to being mode. Wherever you get those moments, take advantage. With inhale, breath, half lift, hands under the shoulders, and then we crawl to a low lunge, face the front. Plant right hand, inhale, left arm to the sky. Open up. Left hand plants inside left foot comes all the way to the edge of the mat, all right? And then we're gonna shift our setup here a little bit. So right hand lifts, okay? Right hand goes where the left hand was. Left arm to the sky, and then the right foot also comes to the left side of the mat. We flip towards the left, side plank play. A nice wide step to Wild Thing. You can just shift towards the back, turn all 10 toes to the back, take your seat for bridge pose, right? Or we're taking this Wild Thing, reaching, looking to left hand, look, 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 find the top of the mat, spin the right hand towards center, towards the back, and then arrange the feet. Parallel the two big toes as you press the heart to the front of your space. Wheel pose. And if you ended up in a tabletop instead of a wheel, you just spun your right hand in the wrong direction, right? So the right hand goes towards the center of the mat and then towards the back. Breathe in, open. Chin towards chest. Slowly lengthen the spine back down. Draw the knees in. Breathe out. And we're at home, and this video will be saved. So if this is something you want to come back to and practice on your own in a little slower, safer manner, you can always rewind and do it again. Flipping from Wild Thing to wheel. Exhale, breath. Find exhale, breath. And just rest here for a moment with the shadow of that huge heart opener. Check in with how it's feeling in your body. How does it sit? What about the breath? What's going on with breath? We'll bring the heels up to the sky. Neutral low back, neutral spine. This time right knee crosses the left. And then we'll bend both knees. Knees are centered. Feet out wide. Roll on up, Gomukhasana. So right over the left, facing the back of the mat. Arms reach up. Lengthen the spine. Twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand outside, right thigh. Sit up tall. Both shoulders down and back. Intentionally opening through the heart and twisting through the heart. So it's not about a twist in the cervical spine, the chin to the right shoulder. It's about working the heart around towards the right, the thoracic spine, center of the back. Gentle, gentle, gentle. We'll slowly release. Back towards the back. Keep going all the way around to the front. Plant the hands, unwind the legs. Down dog is just fine. Those of you who are type A, who drank too much coffee, take your vinyasa and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Return to the breath. A little longer with the breath out. Make space for clean, fresh air, newness. With big inhale, look to the front, lift heels, prepare. Exhale, come to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Breath in, chest open, half left. Exhale, fold in, big toes are touching. Inhale, chair pose. Oh, yes, we are. Take the hands to the heart. Keep the hips, the knees, everything low body level, and we'll twist to the right. Maybe hook left arm outside right thigh. Look up over right shoulder. Still level in the low body, level in the hips. We'll breathe in, reach up back through center. Exhale, hands to the heart. Hips, knees, weight in the heels, all of that level as we twist to the left. Long in the spine, left shoulder down and back. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Shake out the legs. Bring the hands to the heart. So we play with a little bit of balance, right? Intentionally starting to slow things down. Slow things down. So breathe in and out through the nose if you can. Take your time with all these balancing postures. We'll give options along the way. Sweep the arms up. Interlace hands at the low back. Inhale, open the chest. We're reaching knuckles away from the crown of the head, and we take the right knee up. So stable here. Belly up and in. Heart open, shoulders back. Keep the heart opening. Knuckles, right heel to the back of your space. Warrior 3. Variation. And then keep the bind. Lead with the heart. As you slow, reach chest forward, right heel to the sky, toppling tree towards standing splits. So eventually the hands find the earth for support, and then maybe we can kick the right heel up or right toes a little higher. Bend both knees, knees together, crouch down. Sweep the right arm back to reach towards the inside of right foot. And then press back up again. Dancer's pose. Pressing the right foot to the right hand. Oh, it's nice to have a railing. Pressing right foot to right hand. And then lifting left fingertips as if someday left hand, right hand would meet each other behind your head, and we open up. Breathe. We'll bring the right foot forward. Hands can come to the heart. Find balance again. And then crisscross, right over left thigh. Eagle the legs. We can take eagle arms, right elbow under the left, or leave the hands at the heart, sink low in the low body, and play with a twist again. The left tricep outside right thigh, or maybe the arms open up. Wherever you are, sink the hips low for one more breath out. And then unwind. Mountain pose, hands to the heart. Breathe it out. Get stable, get neutral. Back to centered. Back to breath. Deep, deep gratitude for all the ways in which we get to play and just do silly things with the body, make weird shapes, explore the connection between movement and breath, and notice the response in your mind all the time. Notice how you respond. We'll open eyes, reach arms up. Interlace hands behind you. Maybe it's the awkward grip. Shoulders go back, heart lifts, left knee lifts, and then left heel the knuckles. Reach to the back of the space as we sense into this heart open extension. Keep the heart open. The heads of the shoulders behind your chest as we slowly, slowly forward fold. Eventually, hands down, standing splits. Extend long through both legs. And then deep bend both knees together. This lets you reach the inside of left foot with left hand. We press into the strength of right leg. Press left foot into left hand to lift up dancer's pose. Right arm to the sky. Maybe right hand, left hand would someday meet each other behind your head. Bring the left knee up and through, hands to the heart. Get stable here, stay present. Eagle the legs. Left over right, full bind or not. Option to eagle the arms with the left elbow under the right, palms touching. Eagle pose. Or with the hands at the heart. Drop the hips low, 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 low. Lower is more stable, and then we twist. Right hand to left thigh, open up. Maybe open the arms. Unwind it all. Come back to center. Feet can be hips width, nice and stable. Reach up. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Then feel and notice. With inhale, eyes open, reach up. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, open heart. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back, chaturanga to downward dog. We know we can always skip these and just meet in downward facing dog. Slowing things down right on purpose. Nudging that exhale breath to be a little longer, Making space for a little longer breath in. Filling up with that fresh, clean, brand new air on behalf of all beings everywhere who would like a little more breathing room right now. And then inhale, right leg long to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee swings up behind the right wrist. Left leg goes long. We're going to organize. Hips level to the earth, to the front of the space. And then crawl yourself forward. Let the forehead rest down. Intentionally move from doing to being. Give yourself rest. Aware of all of the ways in which we habitually fidget and adjust and just keep doing things for no real intentional reason, especially in half pigeon pose, right? So let yourself rest. And we can think of our moment of rest as a moment of rest on behalf of all beings everywhere. Right? Translate the physical heart opening into an intentional act of giving here as we wind down the practice. I'm giving this deep breath to all beings. I'm giving this moment of ease to all beings. I'm giving this moment of being, not doing, just resting. And then we get to decide that the legs are a-okay just as they are for a moment. So the legs will stay as we just crawl the hands back up towards the upright spine. Shift onto the right hip and swing the left leg all the way around towards the top of your mat. So we're facing the right knee a little bit here. And then we'll take a side bend with the right arm reaching above you, behind you, towards the left foot. Someday grabbing or reaching towards is just as good, right? We're stretching through right side body with a sense of rolling, reaching heart towards the sky, heart always open. Breathing deeply. This should feel easy, right? We're not looking for stress in our practice at this point. Let it be easy. And then we'll just flip. So we're facing the heart towards the left leg and come down. A little different folding action here. Maybe hands grab to the foot, the shin. But even if we're grabbing, pulling, right? Again, we're not trying to trigger stress in the body. We just want things to feel easy at this point. We'll slowly bring the torso back to upright. Baddha Konasana with the feet, so soles of the feet together, knees in butterfly. And then using this shape, this posture, for a lengthening of the spine. So the shoulders are down and back, the chest is open. We grab feet, toes, shins, bend the elbows, and then with a long spine, just a little forward hinge at the hips. So we want the sense of the shoulders behind the chest, the collarbone real wide, versus C shape of the spine and rounding, okay? Not yet, we'll do that later on. Tractioning the spine, getting more distance between the tailbone, the crown of the head. And just notice if you're leading with the chin, right? What's that doing to the back of the neck? Neutral spine, so bring the chin back towards the chest and just hinge at the hips. We'll sit back up. Option for a final vinyasa, rock and roll, cross the ankles, plant hands, move back through vinyasa, or just downward facing dog. However you want to get there, back to neutral, back to quiet, relatively still, downward facing dog. And then inhale, breath, left leg reaches. Exhale, left knee behind left wrist. So it doesn't have to be shin parallel to the top of the mat. We're just moving towards, we point both toes. And then when the hips, heart, everything is facing parallel to the front, to the earth, we forward fold to bring in a long neutral spine, down, 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 heart towards the ground, not just forehead. And we drop in to rest. Aware that we're breathing in and out through the nose. Aware that we're intentionally giving more spaciousness to every exhale breath. And aware that we're doing this for other beings. We're doing it for more than just ourselves. Aware that all of the benefits that we receive here through this practice, by coming to our mat, by breathing more deeply, by moving energy through the body, by clearing out old stale air, the benefits we receive by making room for the new, all of those benefits benefit us only to the extent that we can carry those benefits to other beings and give them away. Aware of that. And then we'll leave the hips. Come on back to upright in the spine. Shift onto the left hip. Sweep the right leg all the way around. Janusirsasana. We'll face a little towards the left knee. Right hand to the right toes or inside that leg. Left arm up and over behind you. Reaching towards the right foot. But if we're, hey, I got the foot, but I had to twist heart towards the earth to do it. Come back up, heart to the sky. Left side body long, heart to the sky. And then, when the time is right, we intentionally shift back. And this time we face the heart over the right leg and we fold. Let yourself be patient with these final moments of your practice. The cool down, right? Stay present. Let yourself be patient. And then we'll rise back up. This time bring in both legs along in front. Deep bend the knees if that feels better, or even slide a little block under there or some support. And then we sweep arms up as a reminder to lengthen the spine. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, reach forward and down. We can go for that flat back tractioning that we did before, or this time just drop chin to chest. Drop the head. Drop elbows towards earth. And just round. Round. If you're doing any type of grabbing, pulling, allow it to be gentle, easy. We want to be turning on the parasympathetic nervous system at this point in the practice, right? No more stress in the body. If that's your tendency, notice. Can we just go easy? Can we stay patient here? And allow for a little bit of integration, integrating the work that we've done. And slowly roll up. Bend the knees, plant the feet, scoot down to the center of the mat, come down to the back. Knees towards the armpits again, happy baby. We can reach up to grab big toes or grab outer edges of the feet. Feet to the sky, thighs towards the earth. Can you let the shoulders rest back towards the mat, towards ground. Chin neutral, the whole spine neutral. And then feet together, knees together, arms out wide to a T, supine twisting, legs, knees to the right, chin to the left, or keep chin to the sky. Let everything soften, let everything go. Let the whole body just drop heavy down towards earth. Starting in or completing this process of doing less, doing even nothing if you will. Do nothing but dedicate the bliss and the joy that you feel, this relaxation to the benefit of all beings. All beings who are tired, all beings who are overworked, all beings who don't have the time to get to the mat this morning, or the beings that don't even have the space in their life to even recognize yoga. We'll bring the knees back high up into the chest. Wiggle around, feel, sense neutral. And then legs left. Chin to the sky still, or chin to the right. Breathe out, let go. And this bliss that we feel when we just allow ourselves to just simply be present, when we give ourselves over fully to resting, to being versus doing, when we just surrender the whole weight of body and mind down into earth, we dedicate all the feel-good benefits of that to everyone. Dedicate your experience of being supported and held here to all beings who don't feel supported, who don't feel held. And then we'll come back to center, knees into the chest. If you want to squeeze out any last bit of desire for action, squeeze it out, hug in. Forehead, nose to the knees, and then when you're ready, Shavasana is an opening, an acceptance, the limbs long, wriggle the shoulders underneath you, support the heart. Stay in your Shavasana and just drop back into a feeling of the connection between the back of your body and the earth. Back of the heels, back side of the legs, the back of your hips, the back of your heart being held, being supported, back sides of the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the backs of the hands, the back of your head, and it is home practice. So stay here, my friends. Stay here as long as you would like to, just soaking in the goodness of your practice this morning, all the feel-good sensation, all the benefit. When you are ready, doesn't have to be right now, but when you are ready to close, before you move, just take time to notice all the spaciousness that you've created, especially spaciousness around the heart, right? Spaciousness around the chest, a spaciousness in the lungs themselves, in the breath. And then how does that heart opening and that spaciousness in the lungs translate to the spaciousness of your mind? What does the mind feel like right here, right now? A little more open, a little more free. So explore into that as you wiggle things around, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe stretch the arms up overhead, or little right side reach, left side reach. Eventually the knees come into the chest, and you can roll to one side or first, or you can just roll straight back up to a seat. Whether you're still in Shavasana or whether you're up here seated, take the hands together at the heart or palms on the heart. And in gratitude for the time that we get to spend here developing our capacity in breathing a little more deeply, the time that we get to spend opening up our heart, developing our capacity for compassion, gratitude for all of that we dedicate. All this spaciousness, any benefits we've received, to the benefit of all beings everywhere. May everyone get to breathe freely and enjoy the spaciousness and the deep sensation of freedom. Om Ah Hum. Thank you guys so much